Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and welcome back to Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe as part of the Summer DC, as the larger part of the year DC. We have taken a look at Joker, Catwoman, The Flash, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, and Wonder Woman. But there is one more character that we have to take a look at. It is the ultimate threat, Darkseid. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, because it lets me know that you enjoy the content, and let's take a look at the All-Father story. As we'll go into the mixed doubles because I want to do something completely different. We'll be battling Shao Kahn near the end. Interesting choice. I thought I'd just go on forever, but we're fighting against Sub-Zero, and I'm going to be very curious to see how we're going to be able to do against these Mortal Kombat characters. Felt like something different, you know? Because Dark Kahn is a combination of both Darkseid and Shao Kahn, I thought it'd be interesting to look at, even though they look nothing alike. So, for those who don't know, and I'd be very surprised you did, because Darkseid has been a character that's been making a lot of prevalent rounds in the DC universe. Let me quickly check his move list, because that's what we always do. Okay, just spam his moves. Okay. Because that's what we do. He is the ruler of Apocalips, which is basically the realm of the new gods, where he controls it and is looking for the anti-life equation. Wow, that was just a punch. Really surprising when he is just doing a punch. But anyway, he controls it and creates these little demons known as parademons. The parademons do his bidding and help him look for what is known as the anti-life equation. The anti-life equation is his ultimate goal, which, again, when they initially came up with the concept, there was no intention behind it. Yes, I kid you not. Well said, Darkseid. I didn't think it was going to be a flawless victory, in all honesty, but okay, good to know. He rules as the parademons, and he controls such villains as like Grey Goodness, Calibok, Desaad. Steppenwolf is one of his followers too, who was in the Justice League movie. Horrible call. He was the main villain of the New 52 Justice League. When the New 52 Justice League was rebooting itself, he was the main reason the Justice League got together, and really also propelled Cyborg into his role. Sorry, I'm just looking at his moveset. I'm gonna do some aerobic and memes because why not? Didn't work out, but okay. Sorry, Shang Tsung, we're gonna have to destroy you because why not? Also, that move was pretty overpowered. I like how just kind of overpowered he is in this game because it just. Oh, I did not mean to press that at all. Let's go with those mega beams. Those are his mega beams, which come out of his eyes. They are allegedly not allowed to miss their intended target, even though they have missed, because you know, Batman was able to avoid that, but at the same time, Batman was able to outsmart him, so that really helped it out too. I don't know where I was going with that. Very helped it out too, but he is also. I'm going to say this more for Superman down the line. But yeah, Apocalypse has just very much gained in popularity because of the New 52 run. Is very much what Zack Snyder was inspired by for the Snyderverse, which is in my opinion why it kind of failed. But okay, but oh, that's how you do it. Okay, as we just burn Sonya there. Okay, and toss her through the computer. Okay, I was gonna burn too because let's hit her face, not her boobs, because someone will get really upset. Johnny will be really upset about that. But yeah, a lot of physics there. Actually don't know. He does have a couple of children. They do run the evil orphanage where they send a lot of their children to be raised by Grey Goodness. A character who of note, because they now said they are working on a series for it. No idea if it's canon within the DC U yet, is the Mr. Miracle show. It's actually being developed by Titmouse, which is just funny to say. And of course, we had to get to that frame when we talked about a bird called Titmouse. They're actually pretty cute birds. But now we have him with Superman. He is paired up a lot with Superman, which I don't really like. Because he never really felt like a Superman foe. He always was like a Justice League foe. And the fact that Superman is borderline able to. Well, I did not mean to go with that. I did not mean to go there. Oh, I knew. I should have known where you were going with this, Superman. But because Darkseid is such a big threat. He was also, I believe, the villain of the Forever Evil arc, which was when the DC villains were definitely able to shine. And again, he's actually a really cool character, really badass and really intimidating. What I really hope they don't do, Also, I've been out of the loop with DC Comics, so maybe they've done this. Is that Darkseid should not be redeemable at all. Like he should be like Shao Kahn, where I understand where they wanted to combine the two here, in that they are very similar in that they're just straight up monsters, and that could work. And also, it's just it's not done well about what exactly the anti-life equation is, or what his goal with it is, aside from controlling the world and killing people. Okay, Kun Lao, Liu Kang, you really want to go for that? Very okay. As we just continuously beat you too. Ow. Oh, that worked out swimmingly. I wasn't being sarcastic there. Ow. Hope he doesn't learn to spam those moves. Oh. Oh boy, you just trapped me there, didn't you? Okay, I see what kind of cruel game you're playing there. Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't think we'd lose against Liu Kang, but good to know. He's really overpowered on this. Good to know. I want my vengeance against him. But yeah, Apocalypse and the New Gods are stuff that I really know jack shit about, and I mean this in all honesty. They're not explained well in the comics. I'm sorry, I had a snort going on there, and I do apologize. And they're not well explained in other media. A great example of this is,
Darkseid.
in all honesty, the DCAU, while they made Apocalypse a scary place and we dived more into the lore of it, it is not well explained. I should have said this when I was fighting the female characters. It's just because he makes female soldiers called the Furies, which serve him. For those who have not seen it, watch Young Justice Outsiders. I'm kind of excited that's the last season of the show because I kind of wanted just to have the final season to end the narrative off. It's kind of implied that Supergirl is a Fury. Ow. But they make female warriors. Also, Mary Marvel is one too. So yeah. Ow! Don't you dare! I am Darkseid, Lord of Apocalypse. You know what you're doing. Also, he's compared a lot to Thanos, which I don't, is a fair comparison. Whoa! He just switched the thing on us. That's not good. I'll take the damage I can do on him, and let's. Oh, come on! I wanted to do some Omega Beams, but that's really scary right there with the rage on him. Also, he's not made out of stone, Netherrealm. I don't know what I think he is because they gave Geras a themed costume towards him. So, anywho. But yeah, he has the female Furies, which are basically their Hutmen. Mary Marvel becomes one. Big Bard is one of them too. A character that becomes associated with Mr. Miracle again, because Mr. Miracle is from Apocalypse. Okay, you just wanted to go that way, didn't you? I want to know how to... Well, I should honestly check this. I didn't know he was sent flying. Oh, it's side X. Okay, good to know. I'm being smart about this, so... Okay, I didn't know that was going to not work there, but okay. Ow. Okay, I see how it is, Flash. Okay, oh boy, I'm not doing well with this at all. Because at least with some of them, you could just do it like that. And it's nope, apparently not. But we were able to get it working. That's good. Scorpion, I knew it was Deathstroke, Shao Kahn, and then Dark Kahn, which is gonna be interesting. I do want to know what the ending is gonna be with dear old Darkseid there, but again, I know almost nothing about any of it. Of the New Gods, which is unfortunate.
Round 1.
I know there was intended to be a movie about the New Gods that was directed by the director of Selma, which is very odd, but okay. But at the same time, this is when DC didn't know when to promote their products that well. Oh boy. Out. Okay, why are they more powerful than the DC characters? There's such power creep there. Just gonna throw the floor because why not? Come on, you spawn a Satan, I will destroy you now. Oh, come on. Yeah, because that's what I say when you can't win, because, Ooh. Again, Darkseid is just overpowered, and I get why they wanted to do him. He is DLC, which is, again, very odd that he's a DLC, and, where was I going with this at all? Sorry, because I got news, there's a Pokemon Disneyland crossover, what the fuck? But anywho, Darkseid is again a character that I really do hope gets adapted well in media down the line. Michael Ironside voices him in like the DCAU, and he does a great job. Like, in all honesty, I'm not being facetious. He is really good. Michael Ironside is also the villain in the next Karate Kid, one of the weirdest Karate Kid movies, and just fun to rip apart. It feels like he knows what I'm gonna do there. Deathstroke would totally do that. But anyway, ow. I'm just getting my ass beat to me there. But at least I have my rage going, so... As I just used the rage to beat him. Yeah, that little fart was enough to send Deathstroke the Terminator, send it off. Yeah, I hate when he's just being typecast as a Superman villain because he's not really a Superman villain. A lot of people like Twitter, and I don't know how I feel about the website in general. It's X now. Sounds like a much dirtier name in all honesty. Seem to agree with it. I'm not just trying to go against the machine, but anywho, it's Darkseid versus Shao Kahn, the two immortal beings of death and destruction. I want to see really how they would fight. Because this does feel really epic and definitely what one would expect from it. I'm being nervous. Oh, no. He's just gonna wait. I knew that's what you were gonna do. I also did the wrong on Mega Beams, but it ended up working out. Face my laser beams. My laser beams. I said face my laser beams. Ow. Ow. Let me block myself. There we go. Okay. We both have basically like stun abilities, which is really neat because again, they're a combination of characters. Well, okay, I should specify this. They are basically the same massive brute for their respective worlds, which is interesting. Now we can take on Dark Khan. I feel like a fitting end to this beginning of the series. And I will dive more into like what the plan is for after this game about the summer of DC, because we are going to take a look at another game. But we have a lot of filler stuff, because we got a fifth the time restraints that we are given for the summer.
Fight.
Because, yeah. Whoa, I didn't know I could jump there. Ow. I was gonna say, I hope that move just, like, works as a blocking. I don't know why I even want to waste time on doing the Omega Beams against Dark Khan, but would he also know our moveset, because he is basically a combination of Dark Khan and Darkseid? Ow! That hammer was a bit unnecessary, but did stun us. Oh, boy. Feel my rage. Again, if anyone's gonna have rage, it's gonna be Darkseid. Again, I know I should have like looked up like the origin of Darkseid before I like. No, he's actually gonna do shit ton of damage there. There we go. We somehow beat him, and I don't know how, because that last move was gonna send. I am beyond curious to see what Darkseid's ending is gonna be. Because probably just gonna be like, oh, he found the anti-life equation. Enough of that shit.
Imprisoned in the Netherrealm, Darkseid was left vulnerable. Shang Tsung attempted to steal Darkseid's soul, a source of immense power. In the midst of the magical assault, however, Darkseid reversed the soul drain, reducing Shang Tsung to a withered old man. Empowered by Shang Tsung's magic, Darkseid broke free of his bonds. Shang Tsung hastily pledged allegiance to Darkseid in an attempt to spare his own life.
Yeah, that sounds like Shang Tsung. It definitely feels like he would be filling in the role of Darkseid. I could be very wrong, but I bet he will be. But yeah, that does it for this side of things. My controller down so I can quickly talk about this stuff, because why not? That was the last of the characters that we're gonna take a look at for the summer for sure, because you know we're only looking at the DC shit. None of this Mortal Kombat stuff. We'll take a look at it later. I'm thinking early next year, just because I want to do that content. Just to be like, I completed the game. But overall, it's not my favorite Mortal Kombat or like Justice League fighting game. Injustice is so much better. But the real reason you're all here is for me to talk about what's coming for the future. So this is the end of this game at the moment for the summer DC / year DC. We are going to be moving forward with some smaller content, including some Lego Batman 3 character gameplays, like with Jeff Johns, Jim Lee, Kevin Smith, Duck Dodgers, Ace, and Crypto for sure. Of course, course, maybe doing an Adam West episode. But we also are going to do some more of the signatures and meeting celebrity conversations that I did earlier with Bitsy Tolik. And also, there will be some SCCC footage. We'll talk about some SCCC news when it happens from where I'm debating about doing just a complete roundup of what happened. But yeah, in terms of games, we're going to be taking a look at Scribblenauts Unmasked for the PS4. Starting soon. I want to say it's going to be in August. We'll be covering that game. It will be our main focus for the rest of the summer. And then for September, I'm leaning towards, we're going to do Harley Quinn's Revenge. I almost said that we're leaning towards it. We're also leaning towards maybe doing a break. So Harley Quinn's Revenge is either going to be in October or then. And then we're either going to do Wolf Among Us in October if we don't do Harley Quinn's Revenge in October. And then we'll do either Blackgate or Arkham Origins in November and end it off with one of the two games that we didn't cover before. It feels odd that we're leaning towards the end of the year and it's just like, wow, it's like another year has come and passed, but it's just been a really interesting year. We're gonna do another year like this down the line as well. I don't want to spoil our plans for the time being. But yeah, this was an interesting game to take a look at. I could be talking and doing the Cosmic Shake game. If people want to send me that game, I'm kidding, of course. But if I can find a cheap version, I'll definitely cover it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this part. Again, comment, subscribe, and let you guys enjoy the credits. I will see you guys next time with more of the Summer DC. That's it for me. Bye bye.